I've made over 400 videos since I started my YouTube channel in 2015, and despite not having millions of subscribers or views on every video, I have still managed to make YouTube my full-time income for the last 9 years. So today I'm gonna spill the tea and tell you exactly how I would grow a YouTube channel in 2025, as well as how to actually make money on social media at any level. Speaking of making money, gotta shout out the sponsor of today's video, Hostinger. One of my tips later on involves websites, and you'd be surprised how much having one can actually accelerate YouTube channel growth and monetization opportunities. So I'll be showing you how easily I made my website using Hostinger. There is so much value in this video, you guys, so if you don't often stay till the end, you should today, okay? I'm gonna try to be super real in this video, no bullshit, no over editing, because I want it to feel like we're just at a coffee shop hanging out and I'm giving you some YouTube advice, very podcast style, all right? So let's get cozy. This is Squish. Okay, but it's too hot to hold him right now. All right, so you wanna grow a YouTube channel, okay? First of all, there are so many reasons to start a channel. Maybe you love making videos, or you love just sharing with an audience. Maybe you have a business already, or maybe you have products that you wanna sell, and building a community will help with that. All great reasons, but regardless of the reason, one thing absolutely has to be true if you want to be successful on YouTube, and that is you have to love doing it. You have to. You have to love the idea of waking up every day and filming and editing videos, right? Too many people just want it for the end result, I think, and that's fine to want success, but you also have to legit love doing it or you will not stick with it. And it's because it's a lot of work. Trust me, I've tried to help a few friends over the years and no one has stuck with it. And sticking with it is absolutely essential for growth and financial success and all of the things that you want. And hey, maybe making videos isn't exactly your passion. Maybe your passion is cooking or fashion, but you still have to at least somewhat want to make videos about said passion, because that's literally what making a YouTube channel is. But you guys, my biggest hack for growing fast, if I were to start over tomorrow, would be to utilize and actually prioritize short form. The truth is that posting a ton of short form content regularly in the same niche is the quickest and easiest way to grow for a number of reasons. First, it's easier to actually make those videos, less footage, less editing time, which means you can actually pump more of them out. It's more realistic. And frequency does matter a lot, which I'll get into in a moment. If you can build an audience doing that first, it's a lot more likely that people will be invested in your longer form content. Because the hard truth is, you guys, nobody will care at first. They don't know you, they don't know your content, so they really have no incentive or desire necessarily to sit through your 15 or 20-minute video. And you have to be okay with that at first. Instead, focus on making content that brings value to viewers, but also make sure to sprinkle in your personality, something that's uniquely you, so that over time, people will start to love you, which will allow you to branch out more. Does that make sense? But you have to win their love first, which is again why it's so important to love it and do it for you at the beginning and not just for that end result. Now, what kind of videos should you actually make? Honestly, I can't answer that for you, but that's because so many different types of content work on YouTube, and that's truly the beauty of it. But I can say this, all right? Start with searchable stuff. Everyone says like, be original, and like, yes, but also no, not at the beginning. You want to make videos around topics that are actually being searched regularly so that your channel gets discovered. And that's what worked for me back in 2015, and it is still true today. People will click because of the topic or the information, especially if you're a newer YouTuber, because remember, they don't know you yet. But as more people start to watch, not only are you building this fan base and gaining traction and also getting feedback, by the way, but you're also teaching the YouTube algorithm like who you are, what kind of content you make, which will help it push your content more. You gotta train that puppy. Someone said that to me recently, like you gotta train the algorithm, and I was like, it's so true. And you guys, try to keep all of that searchable stuff within a niche, at least at first. Then you can expand more into other areas and really come into your own. So for example, let's say your niche is personal finance, right? Which, by the way, personal finance and e-commerce are such lucrative niches on YouTube. I don't know why, but they are. Anyway, so let's say that personal finance is your niche. Videos like how to budget for 2025 or best credit cards for beginners in 2025 are definitely highly searchable topics that also position you as an expert in your field. So those would be like great choices to make. But when it comes to niches, God, okay. What I want to say is don't worry too much about the niche at the beginning. You want to just like throw spaghetti at a wall and see what sticks, right? But if I'm being completely honest, the easiest way to grow on social media is to do a whole lot of the same thing and commit to that for a number of months. not forever, but for a number of months. And after actually committing for a while, if you find that it's still not working and you've troubleshooted all the other elements first, then sure, maybe try a new niche. But unfortunately and fortunately, really niching down is going to help you a lot at the beginning. And again, once people fall in love with you, you can branch out. I've seen this work very successfully with people where they do one thing over and over again, they become super popular, and then they start sprinkling in other types of content and it actually works. Okay. Another thing important to growth. Once you start posting content, utilize your analytics, okay? And take a look at that inspiration tab on YouTube to see what your viewers are searching and to also get video ideas. I also heard that there's gonna be an update next year to the inspiration tab. They're gonna totally like revamp it and make it better. So definitely utilize this because YouTube is pretty much telling you what to make that will work. You guys still with me? Taking notes? Now, YouTube is as much a creativity contest as it is a technical contest, all right? You could sell the best toothpaste in the world, but without appealing packaging, people may never know how good your product is. What I mean by that, of course, is that you could create the best content in the entire world, but without the right keywords and metadata, your channel may never grow, which sucks because nobody wants to care about that stuff. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to like spend a lot of their career analyzing tags. That's what I do. But it is something that just comes with the job. It's something that comes, especially if you're a new creator and you're trying to establish yourself. It's really important to have good SEO so you can just get into the system. I think of it like the current in Finding Nemo. There is everyone making videos on YouTube and you're like out here and you gotta like dive into that current, you know? So yes, without the right keywords and metadata, your channel unfortunately may never grow. So that's why it's so important to optimize video titles, thumbnails, and descriptions for every single video. In fact, if you do nothing else right, at least do this. The easiest way to optimize your video for search every single time, in my opinion, is to come up with your title and plan your thumbnail before actually writing the video. Tons of big YouTubers use this tactic. I actually got it from them. And basically that way you will have already figured out what people are searching. You'll come up with a title that highlights the value that your video will bring and it's stuffed with keywords. And now as you write your script, you can make sure that it falls in line with the viewer's expectation while still like totally being yourself, being authentic, all that good stuff. And when it comes to like making good titles and thumbnails, what's the best way to figure out what's good and what's not? Honestly, there's a couple different things. Watching a ton of YouTube and just noticing which videos you're drawn to or like why you click on certain thumbnails, I find that to be really helpful. Just observing your own patterns and your own habits. You can also use keyword tools like TubeBuddy or vidIQ or Google Trends to really see what people are searching, and I'll link all these things down below. Another thing essential to growth and just essential to getting people to watch your videos is to have a really strong hook. When you're watching YouTube, notice, did you watch the whole video? And if you did, like what kept you watching? What was the hook? What reeled you in? Okay. So now let's talk frequency of posting. Okay. You're not gonna like this, but I'm here to be real. The more frequently you post, the more the algorithm pushes your content. But please don't just pump out like crappy things. Okay. You gotta find that balance between quality and quantity. You want to upload frequently, but you don't want your videos to be like just copying someone else or just like absolutely no effort. You know what I mean? But honestly, frequency. That's how I blew up on TikTok. I went from 0 to 400,000 followers in like 4 months. And it's because I posted 3 times a day, every single day, and it worked. But for YouTube channels, for long form videos at least, you should definitely aim for at least once a week. However, and this is so important, you have to be realistic with yourself. If you don't have the time or the resources to create and edit and post 1 video a week right now, do not make that your goal, right? Because sometimes when we create goals that aren't actually attainable, we just freeze and do nothing. And by we, I mean me, but probably you too. So start with less, and then when you achieve that, add more in, because doing less is better than doing nothing. Now, let's talk for a quick sec about how these videos that we're talking about are actually gonna make money, right? When you start your channel, your goal is going to be to get monetized, AKA become eligible to join the YouTube Partner Program. Now, you can become eligible one of 2 ways. Either you can get 1,000 subscribers and have 4,000 watch hours in the last 12 months on long form videos, or you can get 1,000 subscribers and have 10 million shorts views in the last 90 days. What you'll notice is that YouTube's favorite metric is watch time. okay? And that remains true even after you're monetized. The more minutes people watch of your videos, the more the algorithm will push your content out to new viewers. And that, of course, leads to growth. So you do want to find that sweet spot with your long form video length because you don't want it to drag on, but you also want more watch time. And then you'll need 1,000 subscribers either way. And this is why I emphasize shorts, you guys. People aren't ready to commit to long form until they get to know you and you've kind of already established this presence. And it's easier to establish a presence when you post more often. And it's easier to post more often when you post shorts. You know? So once you're monetized, then you'll start making Google AdSense money. But until then, you guys, there are other ways to monetize that are honestly really effective. Number one, we've got affiliate marketing. So AKA linking any products that you're using in your videos in the description, but using an affiliate link so that when somebody buys that product, you actually make a little bit of commission. To get started, all you have to do is sign up for an affiliate site or multiple. I'll link some of my favorites down below, like Magic Links, Mavely, Like to Know It. Check those out if you want to start. Next, you can sell digital products or courses or merch or basically any of your own actual products. And the reason I encourage every creator to implement a revenue stream like this is that it allows for control over your audience. What I mean by that is this: platforms like YouTube can change algorithms or policies, or honestly, they could just shut down tomorrow. They're probably not going to, but they could. But having your own website gives you full control over your audience interaction and your content distribution, and you can sell products directly on your site without paying platform fees. It's a nice safety net, as you probably can imagine, but you may not know that it can also actually be a huge game changer for growth on YouTube and for monetization opportunities as well. Here's why. First of all, it can serve as a centralized hub kind of for your brand, right? Your site can become the home base for all things you, and that makes it easier for fans to find your content, your merch, your links, your updates, basically all in one place. And not only can it be that central hub of all your work, but it can actually bring in new viewers who may not have found you directly on YouTube. And that's because your website can rank in Google search results because of all the relevant keywords that are on your site, right? And then of course, through your site, they can be directed to your YouTube channel since of course, growth there is the goal here. Now, when it comes to creating a website, I highly recommend Hostinger, the sponsor of today's video. If you don't know, Hostinger is a web hosting provider that offers affordable and beginner-friendly hosting services, right? You guys know I've used a ton of platforms, but the affordability is really what sets Hostinger apart. And that part is really important, you guys, because if you're starting something new, like a side hustle or a YouTube channel, you don't want to invest all this money only for it to not work out or for you to change your mind, right? So having an affordable option for this is so important in my opinion. Let me show you real quick just how to operate that. Okay, so you'll go to hostinger.com/Adrienne. So I personally recommend the business plan because it offers a lot of AI and e-commerce tools that the other plan does not. So we're gonna go with that. Not to mention, it is definitely the best value. It's only $2.95 right now per month for the 48-month plan. They have an awesome Black Friday sale going on right now. Plus, if you enter the code Adrienne, you'll get an additional 10% off. So definitely the best value. You will want to take advantage of this before time runs out. I mean, $265 a month. Come on. Okay, so now that we are in, I'm just gonna do the quick onboarding. It'll get to know a little bit about what I need. Something that's nice is you can migrate a website from another platform, so you don't have to be tied to like one place, which is great. I'm gonna create a website. So how do you wanna build your website? WordPress or the Hostinger website builder? It's very beginner friendly, so I'm gonna choose that. What domain name do you want to use for this website? You have one free domain available, which is great. I'm not sure what domain I'm going to use, so for now I'm just going to use a placeholder. Okay, so this is the exciting part. We're going to let AI create a website for me. So we're just going to enter the brand name, which is of course my name. Okay, I just described my brand. We'll see what happens. And then we're going to click create a website. So here we go. AI is doing its thing. We love when AI does its thing. All right, so here's what the AI spit out. I think it looks really good. This is such a good start. So we have this big purpose and call to action right front and center, which I love. This is a sick picture. I definitely want to showcase my work and my portfolio, so that's great. Looks good. And then it's very customizable. You can pretty much drag and drop anything. You can upload your own images or use AI images. I'm gonna switch that front video to be something kind of California-ish. Look how easy it is, you guys, seriously. That loaded so quickly and it looks so good. So you can change the colors, the fonts, the buttons, the animations, And then we have the AI tools. So AI image generator, which is great. Here is the AI logo tool. It's perfect for creating professional branding in seconds. They also have this AI heat map. The heat map will show where there is less or more attention on your site, so where the viewer will be drawn to. Okay, so there's definitely some work to be done on the site, but that is such a cool tool. I want to point out that you can also do e-commerce. You can sell products. You can have an online store on your site here. So as you can see, it's super easy to customize your site. All of these tools help you save a ton of time, which is so crucial when you're also juggling content creation. And again, for such a low price. So if you're ready to start, don't wait. Grab the deal while it's live, and remember to use my code Adrienne for 10% more off. The link will be in the description, and seriously, you won't regret it. Pretty freaking cool, honestly. And it's a miracle that after all these website videos, I cannot say that I have a good solid central hub. So I'm gonna be working on that. Now, circling back to monetization, and honestly, I could make an entire video just about this, but I do want to mention, obviously a big one that you hear talked about all the time is sponsorships. I don't want to focus too much on that now, since sometimes those don't come until later, but another reason that having a website can be so helpful long-term is that it helps you look more professional and credible as you're pitching yourself to brands and potential sponsors. And you can have a dedicated section to highlight your portfolio or previous campaigns or analytics or really anything else that can really help you secure deals and just make your life and their life a lot easier having it all in one place. So you guys, there you have it. Everything you need to know about growing a YouTube channel in 2025 and actually making money while doing it. So whether you're just starting out or you've been at it for a while, just remember this one thing: consistency and passion are so key. And don't forget to check out Hostinger if you're ready to take things to the next level with a website. It can really make a world of difference in your growth and monetization journey on YouTube. So check them out. Link will be down below. And if this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up. I haven't said that since like 2016. And if you have any specific questions, drop them in the comments. I'll do my best to help. And if you're serious about YouTube, you might want to hit that subscribe button because I've got more content like this coming soon, and leave me suggestions. I just want to make stuff that helps you guys. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you so much. Bye.